I'm just gonna die when the sheriffs come tomorrow, or they come today. That couple that always fights violently robbed me. When I told them they couldn't stay here, they had to get out. They're just squatting and destroying the place. I don't know how many days it's been now since I slept. Like normal sleep. I took my bank cards, my ID, and yes, I called the police. What do you mean, isn't their place now? What does that mean? No, it's nobody's place. It's not their place. So now I got them out. They made such a mess. They made such a mess. Oh my God. I have no access to anything. Let's see. I have they changed all my passwords. I can't get into any of my accounts. Let me see if I have access to anything. I know you hate the pausing, but I have no other option. I have to make some. Oh my God, it really hurts me. Oh. The couple that's, always fighting, I told them they had to leave. They can't squat here. They're just making a mess. And then like, we're even. We picked up some things. I'm like, what the? They're the ones trashing the house. And they said because they picked up after themselves. The $300 they took from me is now even. Because they took that money out of my account, my bank went to get it. It wasn't there. Foreclosure proceedings. I did call 911. I did call the police. I don't have anything now. And I can't access my phone, my bank. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. Why is it unsafe to screw the thing with? It is sad. It is sad. Yummy. Right now, here's one of the why is it turned out of the way? This is my AI, my predictive background. Tammy, I don't know why you think that. That would be a criminal charge if this was an act. Oh my god. Wow, there's just some really nasty people out there. If I look different, if I had my uniform on and was presenting as a man, then you wouldn't be saying those things. I can't go to bed. That's one of the things. I would be living here if I slept here. I feel like a kid. Why did you do that stupid? Oh my god. Oh, it's like, you can really shit for us babies. You think they did it because you're the people on here speaking to me saying that they think I'm doing this for attention or something like that? Yes, those people I do. And not because I'm trans, but because I don't look mainstream. I could be black. I could be gay. I could be a list of other things. Yes, I think that. No, see, you reap what you sow is not really a true thing. It can be, but it's a misnomer. Like, you can work super hard. You don't reap anything from that. Sometimes the person who owns whatever you're working extra hard to reap it. So, I'm guessing you're blue collar 9 to 5er. They work super hard. Don't get me wrong. You work very hard, but you drank the Kool-Aid. No, BG, man, it's not. Oh, yeah, you're right. In my case, it is true. It is true that people are being that way. Yes, thank you for understanding that it's based on looks that they are saying these things. Because, 1, they don't know me. 2, there's proof of the police. 3, they know in the area they come and see it. But, no, they choose to say hurtful, terrible things. It's when someone gets assaulted, raped, robbed, unlived, you don't then go up to them or their family and say, oh, you reap what you sow. But these hateful people do that. Now, I have not been a victim for years, Risa. Don't project your inequalities, inabilities onto me. I'm no victim. Sometimes I'm victimized, but I'm not a victim. Did you mean, do you like being so hateful? So do you go up to other people that get assaulted or raped and tell them that they're that? I bet you don't. I bet you just think it's okay to say it to me. No, Lauren, I didn't make the choices. They were made. Oh, I made the choice to come out as trans, yes. I made the choice to how I dress, yes. That I did. You're right. I don't love to play the victim. But you see, as M. Carl said, be wary of those that consistently want to tell people that they're playing the victim. That is a soft way of spreading their hate and intolerance. Because they want people to feel that they have no right to seek justice. That they have no right to say, hey, this is wrong. This shouldn't be happening. It's a way of silencing people. And also beware of those that throw around the word narcissist. Either they don't know what it means, or they are one themselves. Risa, you do seem to be dumb if you're saying things like that. I'll read the room, and it seems that I must have gotten on the hateful side of TikTok. Well, you just called me sir. You're using a gender slur, so you pretty much just proved my point. And how is it that I'm a narcissist? I worry that I have narcissistic tendencies. And I work on them. No, you don't have freedom of speech. See, freedom of speech is between you and your government. I thought you guys said you weren't dumb. Freedom of speech does not apply to a private enterprise or a corporation like TikTok. TikTok can mute whoever they want. TikTok can ban whoever they want. You have no freedom of speech on here, nor do I. I got beat. The very first time my teeth got knocked out was in Afghanistan. I don't know where it is. I've been walking around all night after I was robbed. No, it's not deflection. Freedom of speech is not always there. You really don't understand how, I thought you said you weren't dumb. And you're not dumb, but you're not understanding. First Amendment does not apply to you and a business. A business has the right to refuse service to anyone. You only have it between you and your government. Just like you can't go into someone else's property and start saying whatever you want to them without fear that they might say something to you or use physical acts of removing you. You do not have freedom of speech 100% everywhere. Your government can't silence you. If this was owned by the government, yes, you would have it. But it's not. Please look things up. Sometimes people open their mouth and people are wondering like, are there lights on upstairs? Yes, no. Then they open their mouth, or in this case their hands, and type, and it's like, oh, okay. See, Kathy, why do you say things like that? But why do you have to be so hateful? I mean, it's hurtful. It's extremely freaking hurtful. I played yesterday. I've been sober since May 2023. I haven't used any illicit narcotics or drugs not prescribed to me since the end of April. They thought they had a First Amendment right to say whatever they want anywhere in the world to anybody. Oh, Lauren, all I see is or. Isn't that both? Or. My car is still in the lot. I couldn't afford the $7,000 storage fee from when it was towed from when it was stolen. Wow, Lauren, you are... why do you say things like that? What have I said that's a lie? Let's put people on the spot. Let's see, let's prove that you're not just a hateful bigot and say something that I'm saying that's a lie. Let's see. Prove that you're not just a disgusting piece of shit not worth my time. Listen, yesterday I told everyone that wasn't doing what they were supposed to get the hell out of here. Nope, I am. And if you listen to how I explain it, tell me how that's not extremely plausible and likely. When I went into the hospital, they switched me onto OxyContin. Started out at 40s and 20s, administered by the VA system. They agreed to give me a 30-day supply. As that windowed down, they gave me an additional 10 days. But each time it got less and less amounts and further staggered throughout the day. So I was still using, just by a technicality, it's considered clean because it's prescribed. So please, tell me how I lied. And I was very upfront about that. Momo Queen, how's it insane? Most evictions, it takes 4 to 6 weeks for them to come since COVID. Look up the statistics. Well, I was by myself outside since I got evicted, so that's not new. Junebug, yes, it is considered clean and sober. As long as you are doing what your physicians tell you to do to get to the end goal, you're clean and sober. Now, so you're telling me that yes, addicts can get prescribed. Lauren, you just want to argue to argue. If somebody breaks their legs and gets hit by a car, they're not going to be prescribed anything? Are you being serious right now? I don't need any money. I never owed money on my apartment, people. I never owed anything. The eviction had no mention of money. Now I have nowhere to live. I'm nice to the people that aren't telling me I deserved to be beat. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be, that's too much to ask. It just happened a few hours ago, and you're telling me to be nice to the people that say, oh, I like that you got beat. I'm glad that this happened to you. No. How's my tent outside? The tarp is outside. The tent is not. Lauren, you said it, not me. Is there anyone in here that's in the medical field that can explain to Lauren that that's not true? That is not true at all? While you're in the hospital, anyone that has any type of addiction, they will use medication that will mimic it or mirror it while they treat you for something, whatever they're treating you for, if it's not the addiction. That was 2 days ago. We're talking about what just happened a few hours ago. Junebug, are you a medical professional? So you're telling me, okay, do we have any real medical people in here, not people just making up shit? Junebug, you're not a medical professional. You're saying that a doctor would lose their license if someone came in and a doctor prescribed them any form of narcotic. So people with ADHD, like me and Dobby, they get amphetamines. What? They're gonna lose their license? People like me and others that take a pain management regimen, because remember, the buprenorphine that I started taking in 2017 was not for drug addiction. It was for chronic pain. Buprenorphine is a narcotic. It's opiate-like. That's just as strong, if not stronger than many opiates. Hospitals may not be allowed, but doctors are if you're in a program. If you are in like MATP or SATP, Substance Abuse Treatment Program, or the Methadone Treatment Program. It's the VA hospital. My doctors are at the VA hospital, and you know that. You're being coy with words. You know what it means when I say I go to the hospital. I could be seeing a doctor, I could be seeing a social worker, I could be seeing mental health. It's the VA house. No, I did not leave AMA. I've left AMA. How would I have everything? I left not talking to the social worker they wanted me to talk to. The medical part, I was discharged from. Why would they be taking out my ID if I was AMA? Please explain any of this. Wow, Giselle, why are we making stuff up? Why are we... It's just sad how just some people just show their lack of intelligence and their lack of compassion. Remember, I asked to show what I was lying about, not to show how much you people lie. The person said you left AMA, liar and libel. Yeah, I came in here and kicked Eddie out. No nurse said I needed IV for 2 weeks. Wait, let me rephrase that. No doctor said that. No doctor said I needed IV for 2 weeks. And no, they just didn't say that. It wasn't that simple. Do you realize I'm now probably going to be beat to the point of being unalived, or at least put in the hospital pretty bad? It wasn't that simple. And they took everything. They took my phone, they took my money, they took my wallet, they took my ID. So it wasn't very simple, was it? Lauren, why are you being such a nasty person today? I hope nothing ever terrible happens to anyone that you love. Because is this how you would treat them? When I went to kick them out, I was met with violent resistance, and they took my phone. They've been going through my mail, and once they got my phone and my ID, they've been just changing everything. Yes, Christine, welcome to the world of not being... I don't know how to put it. This is how a lot of people's lives are. A lot of people. Not the majority, but what's called the minority. What's not being what? No, I'm not. Christine, again, I offered you to come up with something I'm not being honest about. And so far, nobody has been able to do that. What's not true? Can we use complete sentences? We've all graduated the 6th grade, haven't we? And do you see how the people, some of the people on here are? They pretend and lie like they've ever been part of a 12-step program, because they're constantly reading my, I hate my TBI. Taking my, what's it called? Taking my, what's that word? 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 What's that word? What's that fucking word? Oh! I hate having a TBI. I hate not remembering anything. Taking my what? Taking my, ah! Ah! Oh, damn it. Oh, I can't remember any fucking words. Taking my. What is it called? What is the word called? Taking my what? 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 Taking my attention. Taking my, what is the word called? Taking my what? Taking my what? Taking my what? Taking my what? What is it called? Taking my what? Taking my attention. Taking my what? What is it called? What is it called? Tell me the word. Tell me the fucking word. What is it called? Taking my what? Taking my what? I can't remember anything. Taking my what? What is it called? Why can't... No, I just got violently... No, and I come in here and people just like, you deserved it. You deserved it. And I can't remember what that word, taking my attendance, not taking my attendance. Why is nobody helping me with the word?
What's going on?
What's going on? Yeah. People get killed, raped, murdered, robbed. They take joy in it. No, when I did what people said, I said, kick them out. I kicked them out. And you saw how much bigger they are than me. They just said no and took all my stuff violently. Now I don't have a phone. I don't have ID. I don't have anything. I'm going to miss all my appointments all over again. And then when I hear it's like, good, you deserve that. You're a liar. The VA doesn't give you anything. VA is not allowed to prescribe you any pain medication. If you were already on a pain medication, they'll lose their license. Because I don't have my phone. They stole it. Oh my God, Miss Squirrel. They're not appointments you go to. Can you comprehend that? You do them on your phone. I did go to them, but a different one that the doctor had me do when I was in the hospital. Nowhere, see, I'm going to put that back up, and nowhere did it say I didn't go to it. Now I'm down to 10 milligrams of oxycodone 3 times a day. And then by Monday, it will be 5 milligrams 3 times a day. Not virtual appointments. Oh yeah, there are virtual appointments, but I don't actually see anyone. One of them, I watch a movie. Another one, I have to like read a whole bunch of stuff and then answer questions. They're not appointments. There are appointments. They're not that kind of appointment. And until I do that, I get no mental health. I get nothing. Nothing for addiction. Nothing for BPD. Zero. It's been like this for a year. 1 year, nothing from those fuckers. I don't get it ahead of time. That's how stupid it is. Yeah, so I would definitely join the military again. Why would I not? Do you mean in 2025? Because I wouldn't be allowed to join in 2025. I wish I don't have a phone to call anybody right now. People say I don't have a TBI, and you have no idea how much it affects me every day. I can't think of any words. It just drives me crazy. I hate being overpowered by people. I hate being held down. I hate it. I'm told it didn't happen. The 911 call is recorded. It's all there. I've been held down and terrible things that happened in the past. Nothing like that happened this time, but I don't like being held down. Their words aren't true. That's the whole thing. It's not true. I don't have any money to eat anything. They took my phone and everything. There's nothing that I've been lying about. Like, even when I don't understand how people are so ridiculously, I don't know, like just hateful, or they're just stupid. Where if I was taking one thing illicitly, and the VA wanted me to stay in the hospital, so they put me onto another thing, and anyone that knows how the medical works, because they started giving me that, they can't recommend I go back to an illicit drug, and they can't just stop giving me what they were giving me, so they have to give me a prescription for it. I don't understand how people can't comprehend that. It's only 7:30 in the morning. How is that a lie? I played for you the freaking tape of them not helping me. You heard how many times I asked them, who do I call for help? What do I do? And the lady's like, I don't know. How am I supposed to know that? I'm like, you're the person that you call for help. It's your actual job. Yes, I lost my apartment. I've told you that. And it wasn't over money. You can look it up. I mean, all these things are public record. No, it hasn't changed once, Junebug. Why do you lie? Never once have I said anything different about why I was getting evicted. Never once have I said anything different about what the VA was doing. No, I'm far from okay.
No, people have not been sent out to send money. That's like you go into a job and then people saying don't pay her for working. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, all that does is like, yeah, I don't like talking about it, I guess. It just pushes me to, like, as I've explained, what has brought me closer and was sober before, and I've looked at some of my old lives. Talked about it all the time. By me being able to do certain things on here, that's what kept me sober. So the moment people started boycotting me because that lady said I was a pedophile, and everything got cut to zero, that's when I had to go seek other ways of earning an income to support my family. You know, like, that's why 4 days ago, I went from just doing stuff on the phone to, for the first time in my life, putting a fucking dick in my mouth. So I can't log on and stop them. If you change your iCloud password, I can't see where my phone is. If they change the Gmail, I can't log in and stop them. That's why they would change the passwords. They have my phone. Are you really asking why someone would do that, Becca? Like, it's like someone takes over your house and they change the locks to keep you out. Kathy's not. What did I say to Kathy? I didn't say anything bad to Kathy. What did I say to Kathy that was bad? Why do people continuously lie on here? Why are they saying that? No, yeah, I muted you. Because that's a stupid thing to keep saying. That's like... It's like, whoever says that actively wants to see me get hurt. I mean, that's just... I don't know how else to put it. Like, if you have a safe job you go to, and people say, like, don't have them work here. Don't have them work here. And so they have to cross the street over to, like, a dangerous job, and there's no one chanting that. Like, you are actively being a part of that. But people are telling her can't, she said. I don't understand what that means. I don't understand what that means. Garrison, I don't understand that. Said, we're telling her can't she set her business? I don't understand what that means. Yeah, I just don't understand why people would say don't send money. Like, that is like actively saying, like, go do something dangerous. I hope you die. Like, that's how I hear it. I mean, you see people in here that, like, know more than what's being said here. They know how much money comes in, and they see how much and where it goes. I mean, that's a good point. I don't know. You're right. It doesn't have to be money. It could be something to eat. I don't see that's all. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I can't even get money. I can't get anything. No, I can't do anything. I can't call. There's no Wi-Fi. I tried calling. A lot of banks don't let you use those text now numbers. I have no idea. My banks are all secure, but like my Cash App is not. My PayPal's not. None of those things are secured. It needs the police to go arrest those people. Or beat the shit out of them. Because I did what people said, to stand up to people and kick them out, and then when it turned on me and bad things happened to me, everyone's like, haha, good, I'm glad they hurt you. And they're all calling me a liar, but they can't come up with a single thing I lied to them about. I haven't had any food in a while. I had some, I don't remember when. Oh. What shelter? What food pantry? Do you not realize this is Portland? Where do you think you could do these things? Why do you think there's so many people on the street? You have to get a health screening. My health screening is not till July 11th. Because I'm crying. That's why my face is swollen. There was nothing in there. I've checked for the past 3 days. I don't want to spend people's money. What is the Blanchett House? Where is that? If that's not within like a mile of here, like it's a. I don't understand what that means. Where? I'm not in Portland downtown. I'm in Montevilla. It's not an excuse, Christine. If it's more than a mile, I don't have a way of getting there. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, why tell me to go someplace that you know I'm not going to be able to walk to? Shannon, telling me to do something that it's not something I can do is not me making excuses. It's me explaining that's someplace that's not where I live. Dobby's disappeared. Nobody knows where he is. No one ever thinks that the big difference and maybe why we're not seeing each other is because I'm not using anything. I'm sure he's not either. Let's see what that is. Thank you, that is nicer. Thank you. I wasn't refusing help. It's so expensive to do DoorDash, but it's just so much cheaper to just walk down the street. Oh, Morgan, it doesn't work like that. How many times have I explained to you these things? You can't just walk in and ask for rehab. You have to go through all these hoops that I've been going through. I just played the tape so you could hear how much bullshit they have me going through. I don't want to put gold water on my face. Please stop asking me these ridiculous things. I don't want to do. Have what? Where are you closing? No, I'm not doing any of them. Thank you, Liza. Oh. It's not charging. Still get the benefit, but this was the first month where they reinstated the full $3,200. Thank you, Linda. It's where some act like they really think it's that easy. It's just going and saying, put me in the hospital. What kind of insurance? I'm 100% service connected. You cannot walk into the hospital and say that. Yes, I have TRICARE through the VA. Thank you, Liza. Becca, no, you can't. So you're a veteran here in Portland. And you can just walk in and they'll put you in a program. Really. I played the tape yesterday asking for that, and they said, no, I can't. Who was here yesterday when I was asking them, begging them for information on what to do? And they said I had to get these 2 other appointments done before they'll even start talking about it. Crisis number is for mental health. That's if you want to hurt yourself. It's not for getting help with borderline personality disorder. Yes, me too, Linda. I don't know what world they're living in where they could just show up and they get put into a program. Okay, in ER or urgent care, how is that walking into a program? Like, that's not at all the same thing. That just doesn't even make sense to bring that up. Like, saying you go into an ER in no way, shape, or form is anything long term. See? Thank you, sunflowers. Yeah. But I don't know why we keep talking about rehab. That's not something the VA is entertaining. Like, why do we keep coming up with that? Like, they don't even want to put me into a detox. They want me to self-titrate, you know. That's what the buprenorphine, right? You heard me talk about that on the phone with the VA yesterday. Yes, I want treatment for BPD. Yes, very much so. How is this an emergency, Green Goddess? This isn't a medical emergency. They don't consider it one. Listen, do you remember how many times I tried going into the ER last year, over the past year? They're not gonna let me do it. I've been turned away. How many times? They took me this last time because like my arms were practically falling off. Portland, Oregon. How am I gonna go out of state like when I don't even have the ability to go more than a mile from here? Why? They just left me there. Oh, that's terrible. What's Otrish? What's yes I do? I really wish people would. You're not clean, then go take a shower. No, that's not true. They do not do admissions. We've had that team come out here and they do not do admissions for. The only thing they will do is if someone is a threat to themselves or to others, they will forcibly put them into a hospital, like a mental health facility, like psych unit. There is absolutely no beds open at the moment. Trent. Do you see how many people are now on that, where the graffiti is? Do you realize that's where I usually will go and there's nobody there? There's now like 20 people there. Really don't comprehend how bad it's gotten. And as it gets bad and they have to triage who can get treatment, that's what made me keep doing this stupid thing. There we go. Why did you... What about you? I don't know. What about him? How are my problems self-inflicted? Please explain that to me. Rosanna, I've been trying to get into a BPD program. What you're not listening to is that is not what any of the doctors at the VA have recommended. Do you see what you people have done? Do you see how, by me being honest and telling you each time I relapsed, you now have people believing that I have used drugs consecutively. And now, rather than me actually getting the help that was recommended by a team, a Harvard grad, who specialized in all the things that basically I am, you're watering down what I needed. And you're fine. Why would I go into a state hospital? Do you see now people are telling me to go to a state psych ward? Why would you even say something like that? What issue? Like, please, I'd like to understand what it is. How do I need? Please explain. You saw the person next to me last night. Did you not? Are you guys blind? Did you not see what it looks like actively using? Did you not see that? If I need it so bad, then why is the VA saying, well, where's the proof? They're just not seeing it. They want me to go to outpatient. See, a lot of you can't accept that these things can happen when you're cleaning. And okay, if you don't want to accept clean because I'm taking the VA's medications, I get that. But it's not like I was in 2021 or whatever. It's not like I'm IV narcotics into me every day. So it was a nightmare to get help when I was doing that. So I don't know what they're gonna do for this one. No, Deborah, that wasn't the case at all. I wasn't gonna go to an all-man program. Legally, I can't. Do you guys not get that? Legally, I can't go to one. So I don't even understand why you're still entertaining something so ridiculous. I'm prescribed Oxycontin, or Codone, or whatever, the ones the VA prescribes. This week is 30 milligrams a day, by 10, 3 times a day. Sorry, tomorrow it's 5. I know, they are very different. A state hospital is... No. That's where they send people that, kill people and are found not fit to stand trial. They go to a state hospital. No, I don't believe so. Being dead's better than having to go through this cycle over and over again because I get the help that everyone says I need. No, but I want to know, what is it about people that make them so blind to certain things? So, what was it? What was the difference for when I was completely out there? You could tell I was using drugs. When I was just crazy town. To oh shit, what is that? I don't have to worry about being shot dead. Well, I don't, because I'm the one that knows what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. No, that's not nodding out. That's called falling asleep. It's called falling asleep. When someone is in their bed and falling asleep, that's very different. When someone goes through something like this and then all of a sudden is tired, that is normal. It's not normal for the things to happen, but afterwards, yes. Find a time recently, the past 30 days were just out of nowhere. Just nowhere. Everything was normal, and I just nodded out. Right now, if I fall asleep, that's not drug related. It's called being tired. No, I've acknowledged that I think with the 3 tins a day. Carla, did you just lie to her? I never denied using what the VA is giving me. So again, how come no one gets on all these people that are just lying right in front of people? Okay, so don't stop believing. What's your definition? My definition is what? I've been kicking people out. I've been standing up to people. I mean, what is it that I'm not doing? Please tell me what it is. And why does someone say something as dumb as, I wanted to go to a facility that I was legally allowed to go to? Well, I'm not blaming the chat. I'm asking them why they say these things. Actually, I am blaming the chat. I'm saying some stupid things. And I'm not denying that I'm on opiates. I've been on opiates for 15 years. Like, what don't people understand? Some people just want anything to say. Oh, Big T. No, actually, nobody. What is it? What do you consider enabling? I'd like to know, because you want me murdered and dead. It sounds like because people that enabling me to not die. That's what you have a problem with. That's what you take issue with. Because legally, for medical purposes, I am a female now. That is what my medical records state. That is what my birth certificate states, and that is what my driver's license states. Yes, Jenny, I've always said it's the BPD. That's what all the doctors have said. That's what my psychologist, Harvard John, that's what he has said. That was after 6 months of meeting with him 3 times a week for an hour and a half. He said I needed a 2-year BPD program. And he wrote out the place, did all the paperwork for community care, and the VA denied it. Okay, here's the other thing. When people cry and are yelling, they also get a raspy voice. It's something as simple as drinking water and blowing their nose gets rid of. And also remember, I'm trying to change my voice over time. If you go back and listen to how my voice sounded 2 years ago, it's much, much deeper. Oh shit, what did I just drink? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Having a stuffed nose, you will sound raspy. But here's the thing, if you go and listen to my voice, when you all agree I was clean sober, it's the same voice. So, I don't even know why people are saying this. Why should filters be banned? It's like saying makeup should be banned. It's like saying clothes should be banned. I didn't put it on, it came out automatically. Yes, it is. Here's how it is. Before social media, our main way of interaction was face-to-face. Makeup was done in such a way to elude what the features look like in face-to-face. Now, social media has us doing it over online. And filters would be the digital makeup. And in another 10 or 15 years, your point's going to be mute because people are just going to be in, what do they call it, whatever that word is, 0.50, right? We're only at 0.30, and that's full immersion in. People aren't going to have like their actual complete body digitized in there. They're going to have it perfected. A lot of people think this is the end of the human race. But we all get our new perfect bodies for eternity. It's not a story. It's Sheila, how have I gone downhill? Where you were here when the police refused to do anything. The police refused to get the people out. Where was anyone that cared when I had a gun put in my head? And they stole everything out of the garage, and then I got blamed for it because it was my garage they put all their wood into. I mean, I went downhill from separate reasons. I was lied to, I was brought to a place, and I was abandoned to it, and then my paycheck got sucked dry. So yeah, I went downhill, but let's remember what it was over. And then the treatment that we all agreed Harvard John was really good at what he did. I got denied community care. I got denied going to the program. So, again, how is that on me? Yes, I am blaming other people. When it goes before a committee and they decide that they don't want to spend the money on sending me to community care, but I see them send someone else, and I know their exact situation, they didn't need to go to community care as much as I feel I needed to go, yeah, I'm going to blame other people, because sometimes your life is in the hands of other people. I don't understand what you don't get about that. Make better choices. What choice did I make? Emmy, actually, yeah, I've been on substances since 2011. What part of that don't you get? That's not the issue at hand. No, Deborah, wouldn't you blame other people if you needed a heart transplant and you got denied the heart transplant? Let's say you were in stage 4 and they gave it to someone in stage 2. How would you not blame the person that made that decision? Huh? Explain yourself. Can you explain that? No, it's not different. They both lead to death. Okay? No, I'm not on Sublocade. That's why they put me on Oxycontin. No, they'll just arrest me and take me off the property. We tried that last year, remember? They don't arrest me. They just escort you off the property. You get 86th. I don't think they do, or they keep coming up with things that make no sense. The BPD program. The Borderline Personality Disorder program. And I was also denied within the VA going to Coatesville for the Power program. And I was denied going to Astoria. All of them. And I was denied staying in the program I was in for 6 months. Instead, the person that sexually assaulted me got drunk, then I had to push up the hill. Some of you might have even watched that live. They got to stay in the program. So, how am I in denial? Roxanne, please explain it to me. I mean, I really can't see where all this animosity is coming from. Like, isn't it going to be pretty obvious doing my health screening? Like, they're not going to continue with what they're recommending, if I go in there and my urine and blood have drugs or alcohol in it, so, like, why is it before we even get to that point, everyone's saying, oh, it's not true, it's not true? I mean, why? What do you mean? My wife abandoned me over a year ago. As soon as we got to the U.S., she completely changed, said I had to change back to being a man or she was leaving. And I said, I'm not changing, and she left. But you guys obviously don't, because you keep sticking to one thing. Like, this is why people that do have issues with drugs and alcohol, they lie about it. I'm now learning that would have been my best policy, to just never say anything. And I shouldn't say, I lie. That's stupid to say too. Because now, with your logic, you believe people that say they never lie over someone that's willing to admit they do lie. Hey, Shannon. Everybody lies. If you don't lie, ever, that means you probably are on the spectrum extreme. Lying is what you test children for between the ages of 5 and 7. If they haven't developed the ability to do so, or the brain hasn't said that it's more logical to lie and skip the consequences than to take it at that age, then there's more psychological issues that they have. Do you really think I'm lying about that, Paula? I was a preschool teacher. That's one of the things we had to look for. You never lie, Rhonda. You just lied right there. A master's in the science of teaching. And all I said is, it's a preschool teacher that had to look for that. So you don't need anything. It was pretty self-explanatory in the testing. I can't just call a psychologist and get an appointment for meds. I have to go through the VA. See, exactly, Shannon. That's the other person said they never do that. They always tell everybody exactly what they think. And if you did do that, you would be on the spectrum. There's nothing wrong with being on it. Thank you, Kat. I hope they do too. Thank you, Pink. How are your wounds? Yours is pretty good. See? The verses, it hung up pretty good. See, there are no marks lower down here. Well, here, but that's more from punching. Nemo, these aren't for. Oh my god. See, it's stupid comments like that. If I was using, they wouldn't be healing. And you use down here. These are not wounds of using. Like, that's MRSA. You know how you can tell it's MRSA and not using? You can see by how deep they go. MRSA burrows down. Using stays at the surface, and then you'll have a track mark. Rhonda, why wouldn't you? I mean, I'm not an active addiction going out and using money to buy things, now am I? Remember how much weight I lost when I was using? I mean, it's like, one of the crazy things I would do. I don't have any. I don't have any outfit to change into. I don't have any makeup to go use. Why do you think I've been wearing the same thing? That's because someone else really wanted to go here. Okay, we're not going to tolerate nasty lying people anymore. Bye. Let me see if I... Okay, I have a spoof email. That I use because I don't, nobody really has that one. It's Tranny Trish 2025. Let me see if that still works. Cause remember, I had it in for a while. Then assholes took it just to sabotage me. I had really nasty people in here that I couldn't get rid of. Really, really nasty people that just did this most sickest, disgustingest things in the world to try and make me go down to their level. That couple that you guys would see are always fighting. They did it. Yeah. I lived in Florida. No, I never said that on the live. I said that's one of the times that it came out. I didn't say that's and all of what caused that. Why are you in this situation? I'm in this situation because I followed my heart and thought things would be better when I came to the US. That's why. I'm in this situation because I trusted the VA. I didn't think that it could possibly, something like what happened could happen 3 times. Because I was naive, as I see a lot of you are, about just how intolerant this country is. Nope, I don't get any mental health treatment until I do their stupid little online movie thing. Have you ever had to use Narcan? Once at my father's, because I thought you could overdose on buprenorphine. That was like 4 years ago. But it didn't do anything to me. So that's how I know, like, buprenorphine obviously isn't that affected by it. I don't block people. I mute people. Because people out here told me that I deserved to be robbed and have it in a violent way. Oh, yes, you do. I don't. My mods do. Listen, I've explained. People get blocked if they've done something that would constitute a crime or that was so heinous, I would punch them in the face for what they say. Besides that, it's pointless to block someone. And actually, blocking people would make it more difficult on me. If it's the same account, it's easily traced and go all the way back what was said by that one person. And so if anything ever happens, or eventually to have them removed, you have all this record and proof. The moment you start blocking people, they become new people. So one person could be 100 different people, and they all get a million more chances once they start getting blocked. So no, you don't block unless absolutely necessary. Thank you so much, Lopez. Mamacita. Mamacita. Hello? Hello? It gets it allotment taken out. You make it seem like my allotment is, my pension is huge. Do you remember, it was going to be difficult when we were coming to the U.S. and just having one place and it being a 3-income household. But once we got here, it was very clear that they had no intention of paying anything towards anything. And so, remember, rent here is, no, I don't have to pay rent right now, $2,000 a month. Utilities with squatters, $700. And my car payment. Yeah, I still haven't gotten my insurance from my Kia. So the payment is up around $987. I have my mortgage. I have my homeowners. That's like $2,000 over what I get from my pension. Because they still haven't told me what they want to do about it. Like, I'm still fighting them. I'm still like, you towed the car, right? You're saying it was in a no parking zone, but it was reported stolen 2 weeks before that. So how is it my fault and you're going to try and charge me for being in an illegal parking zone? It doesn't make sense. I'll tell them that they beat and not getting any money. What does that even mean, Loka? I tell them that they beat. What does that mean? I tell them that they beat and not getting it. Tell who, Lola? Tell who? Who are you talking to? Well, 40 messages? How did 40 messages go by? I pray things get better for you. I do too. I have to take care about it because now I have my account shut down. Maybe there's not a lien on it. I took a loan. Oh, well, yeah, there's a lien. I mean, is that what you mean by lien? Like, I don't own it outright. Because remember, I had a GoFundMe, but the haters reported it saying that it was for a drug cartel. And they took all the money back, but some people still did donate. And it did go towards the car. What do you mean was not? How was that not? Was my phone not taken? Yes. Is there not a certified envelope opened in that room? Yeah. Was there not threat of taking the air conditioning? Was there not being told who's going to stop me? Yeah. And then who came over afterwards? Did that person not push me straight to the ground for calling 911? Did that person not bash me in the face for calling 911? Yep, they did. Oh, people are in the eyeballs, Jen. We've gone over this. Are you that bad at anatomy? See him? Look up. Blue-eyed people. This is what my pupils always look like. Every day. Every single day. And if you know anything about physiology, your body always needs to return to homeostasis. Just like an alcoholic can function at 0.40. Your pupils cannot possibly stay at a certain size because of an influence of a drug forever. They'll go back to their own size. People like that get bye-bye. People like Jules, who's also a bigot hater. We get rid of people like that. There we go. Thank you, Heather. Wait, I just got told I'm supposed to be self-focused. Why? What am I supposed to be? I was, before being told I was too much focused on other people. Now people are complaining I'm too self-focused? People are all over the place. Thank you. I like that. I do. Yesterday I looked more like Madonna, but today I do look more like Courtney Love. You need to wash your face. What kind of insulting thing is that meant to be at? And then what do I do when I wash my face? Do what? Huh? Do what? I don't have any clothes to change into. I don't have any makeup to put on. Why? If I go outside, why won't, like, we'll end up in the hospital, just not the way I want it. Why? No, no. Why is it some people don't want to be part of the solution? They just want to hammer it on me. I'm not hanging out with any of those people, Donna. Why do you make stuff up? I even left, so I wasn't under the same roof as them. And I came back and kicked them out. That's why this happened. How on earth can you say that I hate around these people? Please explain to me. How is that?
Trish, it's Sarah. Look, I need you to do me a favor. Look at me. Look. You need to go to your mods and see who's a mod in there that I've told you about and go remove them. They are, their name starts with a J. Fuck it. It's Jill. Jill is still a mod in here and she went to the dark side. She's a mod on here. I'm muting and I'm blocking people.
Right down here is all your Pueblo connections.
Did they take the powers away from you guys?
I don't have mod powers on this account. There's only one mod in here right now. I don't have mod powers in here, but I know that she's still a mod on there.
What setting?
I don't know how you do it on the thing. I don't even know. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind mod on here. I've never been on this account, I don't think, so. Not on my new, this new account I got.
Under moderators, there's recovery isn't possible 90. User 2756. What did you say the name was again?
Jill.
Right now we're headed.
I don't know what her name would be on there. What her name is now.
Jill only has the ability to pin comments and review filtered comments. That's all she can't mute anybody.
She could unmute and unblock though. She can unmute and unblock though.
No, she can't.
Okay.
She doesn't have that power.
Okay, well.
She's off the mods altogether now.
Okay, well, that's all I wanted.
Maybe she's off.
You're welcome. I'm just in here watching. So it's gonna be okay. Okay.
Okay.
It might not seem like it's gonna be okay, but it's gonna be okay. I promise. It'll be okay. Don't forget, I was in the same predicament you was not long ago, except for in my car. Without my kids, so. I promise you, it's gonna be okay. There's always light at the end of the dark places, I promise. I know you're gonna say.
Last day of life, there's not light.
What?
Like, you go into a dark tunnel, there's a train coming, that's gonna look like a light.
It's still light.
Yeah, but it's...
Trish, stop. I already know you ain't gonna run me off with your negative Nancy bullshit. You know, I love you, but I mean, I've been in the predicament you are. I mean, I've been in the same predicament you are, without my kids, in my car, during the ice storm, no food. I only had Wi-Fi from a hotel room, you know. It's a reality check, but it's a sucky reality check at that.
I don't know what reality is checking. It's just reminding me I already thought, yeah.
You know, it's, I mean, I was only in my car really because hurricanes come and a tree fell on my home and, you know, I lost everything. But other than that, I mean, I was hopeless. I was literally trying to unalive myself because I didn't have my kids, I didn't have a home, I didn't have shit no more, you know, and it's gonna be okay. I promise you it is. I promise. You hear me? I have all these negative people and in chats and stuff, you know, and you know, that probably doesn't make it feel better, but you have the good outweighs the bad all the time. Yeah, tell them. The good outweighs the bad, you know.
How's it good outweigh the bad? I don't see it in terms of good and bad.
Huh?
I don't see things in that way.
I know you don't, but you should definitely start seeing things that way because it makes life. I mean, honest to God, Trish, it was really. I mean, I just haven't told you half the stuff I went through, and it's because I try to keep a lot of that trauma in. But you know, I was DV'd for many years. You know, beaten with lava lamps. You know, and choked out to blackness, things like that. And I chose to stay with that because that person was all I had at the time. I did, like I said, I didn't have my kids, I didn't have a home, I didn't have nothing. And then it might not be, with you being DV'd and then robbed and stuff, I was robbed of my happiness for a very long time, and dude, shut the fuck up. First off, I'm really sick of these fucking trolls, dude. I'm sorry for my language, y'all. I really am. I try to be really nice and considerate of y'all's opinions and shit, but at the end of the day, y'all ain't nothing but sorry, lonely ass motherfuckers who have either no husband, no children, or no family at all. So you take your loneliness out on people who are struggling to even survive during the fucking day. Y'all are. I hope y'all stub y'all's fucking big toe and break it or something. You fucking pieces of shit.
I don't. Good and bad is so subjective.
It's Dupe. They were like, Dupe said, I always make it about her. No, I'm not making it about me. I'm telling Trish, I was in the same position she was, and I got out of it. Yeah. You know what? Nice language. Yeah. Fuck you, bitch. How about you suck on my invisible mandingo? How about that? How about that language? Shit, I live in the South. We all cuss around our children. Shit, y'all got me messed up. I'm sick of y'all. Y'all use CPS on me. Y'all threaten CPS on me to try to get me to get away from Trish, and it's not gonna happen. Y'all can do whatever you want to. I don't care. And at the end of the day, if someone's struggling with life and y'all are just being really terrible to them just because either you're not like that anymore or you've never been like that. So it just makes you a piece of shit of a person who has no home training. Girl, shut up. Yes, you do. Don't lie. Don't lie. Just shut up. I don't even care anymore. Point being, Trish, at the end of the day, there is hope, darling, and I know things are rough and shit seems so bad, but it really does get better in life. I promise you it does. I promise you it does. I promise.
How do people get better?
It does get better. It gets better because you...
How do people get better?
How does it get better?
How do people get better?
Huh?
These nasty people.
There are nasty people. You know what? Them nasty people, you need to pray for them people because obviously they're going through something in life right now that they're self-projecting it on other people that are struggling more than they are. Either their family has literally disowned them, or they have no friends, or their husband has left them for another person, or they've never been married because they're too ugly of a personality to get anybody, or they're just a very lonely individual who has issues with their self-esteem and loving themselves, so they take it on other people. This is how it is. At the end of the day, they could call CPS on me because everything they've done to me, I've already sent into CPS. I've showed them all the Reddit posts of them posting my children. I've showed them everything. They even know I watch you. And they said, I don't know how that's neglect when I'm just watching somebody on live, because it's not neglect. Because my children are fed, they're bathed, they sleep in their beds, they go to bed at reasonable times. They have no issues on how other people struggle. And that's how it is. They talk about, and the reality of it is half of the people, if y'all only knew, half the people that actually come after Trish are spread awareness for bullying on Facebook and TikTok. That's the real big issue here. How do you spread awareness about bullying and addiction when you're making fun of someone and bullying somebody who's struggling with addiction right now? So you're being a hypocrite by doing what you're trying to bring awareness to. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Trish, I promise you, I just totaled my car out 3 days ago with my children. My car was smashed in, like fully smashed in. Like I have no ride anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have a car anymore right now. My husband's in out of town working. I'm at home without a car. That could be something to even, snap me back into relapse, but I can't do that because you know why? Because there's people that I have in my life that depend on my survivalness, that depend on my sobriety. And that's the same thing for you. You have people around you that depend on you being here, whether you feel it or not, Trish. Whether you see it or not, despite all the negativity you get daily on this freaking stupid app. You know what I'm saying? You do have people that care about you and love you tremendously. You know what I'm saying? And no matter if you struggle with addiction, You can lie and tell people whatever you want to, but I know the truth, huh? Don't you? Yeah, you know. But I know. But at the end of the day, I'm going to love you regardless the same because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been so strung out. I've had track marks in between my toes.
I don't have track marks.
I didn't did. Listen, I didn't say you did at this moment in time. I never did. I say, Trish, you have track marks? No, I said I did. I did. Meaning when I was using, I was a bad drug addict. That's what I meant. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you say or anything like that. It's the fact of we all know you're struggling. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's going to be okay. Quit being such a freaking negative Nancy. You're starting out like one of the. I'm just telling you.
How am I being negative? Do you realize what happened?
Do I need a? I've been listening to you for the last.
I don't have a phone. I don't have a phone, so that means I'm never getting any of these VA things. Until I have a phone, I can't even start it.
I have, but negative Nancy is negative thoughts too.
But that's not negative thoughts, that's reality. I have no VA right now. No medications, no getting into any program, nothing. I'm gonna miss the thing tomorrow.
Well, it looks like we need to start getting on board and getting it done. I mean, I'm a phone call away, you know. Huh?
I don't have a phone. I can't call you, I don't have a phone.
Well, how the hell was I supposed to text you a while ago then if you ain't got no damn phone?
You couldn't.
You want me to text the person who's still up like, hey, bitch, I need you to tell Trisha?
Yes.
Okay, I will.
No, what you're telling me is, you better get that back there. You're going to end up not waking up.
You do know what I have on my phone, right? That you sent me the other day in case this happened?
No.
Really?
I don't.
I have all your information, where your phone's at and everything that you sent me the other day.
I do? Where is it?
Yeah, you sent it to my phone.
Lock it up. Lock it up. Lock up the phone.
Hold on.
Where's it at? It's the text. Oh, shit.
I can't answer you when I'm looking, so hold on.
Okay. I knew I was about to be beat up for my phone. Sanders, the appointment is on the phone. Without a phone, I can't make the appointment. Do you not comprehend this? I feel like people are purposely acting dumb. You can't go to a phone appointment with no phone.
Says your phone is outside of the apartment.
We're down to get it.
Wait, what? Did it say Taylor Church or does it say PJ Furman?
Hey ho, Trisha, iClub.
Over about a mile and a half to East whoever's there. They're at right now.
When I go out there, don't do it yet. Does it give you the ability to make it beep?
No, it doesn't. It just shows me who it's at.
What does it say? Like, just it says, is it just to find my phone?
There's major police activity here.
Dude, wait, I need to go on to something more private than this. Do you have Duo through Gmail?
Do I have what? Duo? What's that?
Yeah. Well, I know it.
Oh, it says it's outside of the apartment. It's not like it shows like by a street.
I don't want to go through the word. I hate people.
It's not.
What other, do you have any apps that you can do, like what we're doing right now? I have this is an Android, like, tablet-like thing. Do you have a Gmail?
Yeah, I have Gmail.
Send me an email to TriniTrish2025.
Diane, why? Okay, you're just, I mean, on my watch, they said call Popo if they let them know you were inside. You want me to do what now, Trish?
I want you to Then being emailed to tranny. Those are 2 N's. Trish 2025
Okay, hold on.
at Gmail.
Okay, and also, Becky, if you're still in here, before you try to come at me and quote unquote eat something you say by calling me a pick me girl, please learn how to spell my name right. My name is properly spelled Sarah, not Shra. I'm not sure where you went to school at for spelling or who taught you how to spell, but that is not even close to how you spell my name, okay? It's Sarah, not Shra. Okay. Just putting that out there. So before you try to come at me and eat on a comment, please learn how to spell my name correctly. That would be fabulous. And then I would have told you would have ate that comment probably. But I mean, the pick me girl thing is very, very old. It's very old. First y'all say we're in love, that Tricia's in love with me, and then you say I'm a pick me girl, then you say I abuse my children, you know, all that other stuff. But now you can't even spell my name correctly.
He goes, dog. It's because it said in the paper that he was up there talking to Dan Rubenstein and he was chasing him.
I got my name from a Hollow Note song.
And the guy said, okay, well they are. I told you all along you can't trust these.
Would your phone maybe be in a dumpster they threw it in?
They left us sitting there like dummies.
Did you send me that email?
Yeah.
So now what does he expect us to do now?
Let's go where the dad lives. Let's find the dad's house. Let's find them all.
I don't have any mod powers, mods, so I'm so sorry.
The drawing table, back to square one, basically.
The cops had communication going with Marco. They thought they could talk Marco into
And you know, I'm not perfect, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I'm not saying anybody in this world, anybody that says they're perfect is a dang lie, okay? They're a liar. I might curse my babies, but my babies know better not to cuss. And I love my babies. My babies are my whole life. And I might have done a lot of things in life, and I might talk to some of y'all crazy that talk to me crazy, but at the end of the day, I love everybody the same way, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we all struggle in some shape, way, or form, you know, and I just feel like in a world full of hate, we should learn how to love more. Shit.
watch these apartments. This is
I'm just honest. I know I'm better than most people. So I'm definitely not gonna. Look, that means I should. I'm gonna have a higher standard because I know I'm better.
I mean, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. They talk about that we neglect our children or our families by being on here all the time. But if you really, really stop and think about it, think of how many troll accounts one person makes just to come back and say one sentence because they were either blocked or muted. Okay, just think about how much time that makes to go make a whole new email account with a whole new TikTok account just to come in this live and say something. I mean, think of how much. You know, that's
Don't say that and then tell me to go look at Walmart. And Walmart is nothing wrong with Walmart. It's a good place. No, I don't like the corporation. It's all right, continue.
Just think about how many minutes of time you spend away from your family doing that.
Oh, I can't find you.
You said at Gmail, right?
No, you do. Yes, you do. You're his cousin. Yes, you are. Sort all right. How can I know who you are?
Let her talk. These guys, Use that. And look. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're gonna check in Zorro's pad.
Did you finish eating your bite bites, Bubba?
What's your last name?
What are you doing, weirdo?
No, you got problems, Jose. You got problems. We need your son. You get on the phone and find him. I don't even know what you're talking about. You know. What, how are we going to find him?
Yeah, it doesn't show inside the home. It doesn't show inside because it would be like on the little square part. You know, it shows that on maps, the little part. It doesn't show that. It shows like by the road or something. I don't know where it shows. I sent her a picture of it.
You get on the phone, bro.
So right now we have found one of the apartments. We have found the father and the cousin. So now we're just still looking for more.
How can I say, ask you, brother? I said, you know this guy? He said, no. No, I know, you don't live there. I don't know where. You know, but I said,
Yeah, I'm watching Dog Valley on her.
I don't know where. You don't know. You know.
Come here, Boogie Boo. Come here, darling. Look at your mama. Look at your sweet baby. What are you doing? Oh, what's this back picture? What are you doing? What? That's my iced coffee. You can't have that iced coffee. Where's your cup? Where's your yaya at? Huh?
Make sure that's not.
Where's your yaya?
Yeah. Here, I'll look. There they go.
Where's your yaya? Not your tongue. Crazy.
I know this is Xanax, so he's getting over. You're talking to it.
Say please.
Take it out on that. You're trying to.
You say it. I said it. You say please. I'm going to get you your. You have that Find My Phone app. I don't know if that's for other phones too, or not. Here's your yaya. Okay, you want down? Okay, come on.
What else can we do?
Here's your yaya. Here.
Check this out. We're standing inside the
There you go.
with all this information.
What? She wanted your yaya, but you come on.
Tony, yes. You get your.
Crazy. Hi, Miss Shenanigans. I don't know how Android works either. I haven't had an Android in years.
And the thing is that if we find him and some of the family is involved, it's going to be bad. If all the costs.
Hi. Oh, God. Juice? Oh, see, they always put juice in them. Oh. Your yaya has milk in it, Bubby. Boy.
Also, can you email me your number? It's not letting me put your email in. Just keep putting a number.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Okay, here. Here's your juice. Here. Yep, juice. Juice. Okay, Trish, I did it.
What time did you say that picture was that?
Huh?
What time did that location was that?
Hold on. Okay, so it shows updated now, but it also says that in order to recover the location and stuff by your phone or whatever, you have to send me a recovery code. You have to request like a recovery from your iCloud account, from your iCloud email.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
I'm not. I didn't say anything.
It wasn't doing that. I was on the wrong page where you couldn't hear me.
I didn't. That's all I was saying, but that's it.
I know. That's why I'm trying to get that up so I can call you on it. I don't have a phone.
Did you hear me? I tried to join that. Alexa, volume 5. I tried to join that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and talk to her.
Huh?
I'm gonna go.
Okay, we'll just pause for a second. 1 second, y'all.